Alright, so after the previous fiasco, that was me trying to play Wizardry, I decided to pick up something more garbage and more my speed. So I dug out this. Oh, this was made by Dimps, I didn't know that. That already bodes mixed, but mostly well. Right, so I thought that watching the opening cutscene would actually clear up what the story was about, but I'm even more confused than I was before. Previously, I only opened this game to see if it was working. Okay, attack. Hold down for somersault. Talk. Guard button. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just attack or just step. Or just guard. No, okay, those are actual things. By using analog stick, blah, blah, blah. Left analog stick to attack in the enemy in the right angle. Okay, that sounds... If you step towards the direction of an enemy the right time the enemy attacks, it turns into a just step. Okay. Holding down the attack button during a certain attack. Yeah, this is the... I don't know exactly if they mean hold down or press harder, because this game actually requires you to use a DualShock 2 controller. It would not allow me to turn it on with the PS1 controller I usually use. Hold down. Curious. Curious and potentially dangerous. Now let's see. Attack is... guard is that, and... I actually prefer guard to be on this. Oh, yeah, right. I changed it to... Actually, hold on. No? I'm gonna actually change it back to the default. I don't know how I did that. Okay, I can't turn this mode off. It just has to run out on its own. Seems to have recovered really quickly. It seems that also pressing a different direction during your attack or dodge an attack does a different move. Which means I'm just going to wiggle the analog stick like crazy and hope for the best. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't imagine that my superpower is going to keep regenerating as quickly as it does right now, because that seems ridiculous. Yeah, somebody stopped me from doing this for the rest of the game. Seems to be effective. Seems like nobody can touch me. And what was... Okay. You can say that again. Wow, the health items really do not recover much at all. I think the idea is more so to stay alive by attacking the enemy and not letting them attack you. It's interesting that you can also initiate a guard while dodging. Which suggests that there is some sort of a... that there is some sort of a... some sort of a mechanic where enemies will be able to bridge through my iframes. Can I control the camera? Oh god, it's got the drone camera. Nice.
Ambush, huh? Let's do it.
Over here!
Huh?
Come on! Oh, wow, you did it! I told you I'd find him. See?
So, this was all planned, huh?
Yeah, they told me this cool warrior guy saved them from the humanoids, so I said he must be a samurai.
No, he's no samurai.
I know he is! The kind who helps people.
Anybody else? Somebody stuck? No? Okay. I should just keep using this.
Piece of junk. You need an upgrade, pal.
Playing with machines again, huh? You always did like gadgets. This one's empty.
I'm not really playing with him. Actually, he's trying to kill me.
Really? How unfriendly. These things have been attacking outlying villages, you know.
Careful, Nato. He'll surprise you.
Perish.
Oops. Should have.
That was easy.
He's not dead.
About these village raids. Why do I have a feeling you know something about that, Jody?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, Nato. What village raids? Who's doing it?
Miss Innocent.
Get off my case. You're the one who walked out on me, you know. You've got some explain. Hey, where are you going? Nato!
God, just. They even have calorie consumption? Why? What is GP and what is NT? So, if you want to get upgrades, you have to suck. That seems to be the case. It kind of reminds me of some old Capcom games. They love to do that. Oh no. I do not understand anything. God, this is way too complicated. I'm just gonna mash buttons and hope for the best. Can I not jump? No, my controls are barked here. Oh. Wait, I actually don't want to go there. Let's see. Is there anything worthwhile to explore? This is the way that we shouldn't go. No, it doesn't seem that way. So there is a variety. There is a variety to how you do the combos, but like it's mostly control stick oriented, which is the best kind because it's horrendously ambiguous. So it seems they kind of expect you to use the mode basically every occasion you get. Okay, I'm getting it. Well, that was actually kind of neat. So they make it relatively easy for you to abuse the super mode, but they just want you to use it constantly, because the enemy encounters are very slow otherwise. Although this is the very beginning of the game, it can get pretty ridiculous. And hello there, pre-rendered cutscene pretending to be an engine because we put way too many objects in it.
Nice thing. There must be a way to find a samurai to fight for the village.
Excuse me. Mind if I borrow your clothes?
He's in there. But why would he steal a baby?
Ransom. Probably to save his own skin.
Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Do you have any spare change? Trying to get enough for a hot meal? Get back, old man. Sorry, hearing's not so good. Can't hardly see either. Mind if I step a little closer? I say get back! Okay, no problem.
Could you see the baby? Does he have it?
Yes.
Well, wasn't that a Wilhelm scream?
You're no drunk. You're a samurai.
Lady's got her baby back.
This delicious, delicious slowdown. Okay, and I see that the combo resets immediately the moment that you get hit, which is pretty standard for this time. Why are they all running over there? Do they just expect me to stand in the middle of the arena as opposed to just walk up to the door where they spawn in and fight them there?
That was easy.
Makes the question why they even make maps for these arenas. I mean, I'm not complaining. I would prefer to have them rather than not, but they're just so small.
You're wasting your breath. If you're smart, you'll get as far away from this village as possible.
We can't do that. It's our home.
You think one samurai can protect you in this savage land? I'm seeking a place of peace, where weapons aren't needed and samurai don't have to fight.
Can't you just kill a couple humanoids for us?
You seem to be missing the point. As long as you stay in this land, no matter how many humanoids you slay, there's always more.
Get out of here, everyone!
I can't tell if like part of the slowdowns I get are supposed to be like cinematic or whatever, or are you just PS2 not keeping up.
That was easy.
Perhaps if we work together, we can help those villages. Without us, they won't last another day.
That's because they're clueless, and I'm not interested in being some kind of samurai hero. I like my freedom. I'm not giving it up to you or anyone.
That's how you feel now, but life's always surprising. You say you want freedom, but the way of the samurai is the way of freedom. Let us go our separate ways then. But I have a feeling we will meet again. Soon.
Wait, I see something up there. Oh, hi there. I just dug this out. I should just move on. Yeah, they're not gonna stop spawning. But I can see a thingy over there. I see over there. Ah, there we go. So the map was useful for something. No, okay. I'm sorry. I completely forgot that you existed. Just let me through, jeez. Another encounter? Yes, of course. Another horrendous slowdown? Why wouldn't there be? Of course. Why can't I hit anything right now? What's going on? I'm stuck in the fountain. That was just long. Can't destroy that.
Jody, what a surprise. I knew you had something to do with the raids on these villagers.
I'm trying to help them. Move out, hurry!
Come on.
Right. Good luck, Nato!
Thanks.
Okay, I'll take it. One thing I fear is how forgiving is the checkpoint system, if it even exists.
I'm trying to get them out of here, Nato. They need our help.
Yes.
He looked happy to die.
Nice catch.
Samurai aren't so bad after all, then. best defense of your village. Each enemy will attack in a different way, so we'll need multiple defense strategies. And the villagers will have to fight with us.
They're not warriors, they're farmers. They can't fight.
Then we'll have to train them. We'll need a total of 6. No, make that 7 samurai. Backed by the villagers, we just might pull it off.
Yeah, where are we gonna find 7 trained warriors?
We've already got 2, you and me. We'll have to search for the other 5. Go back and tell the village elders we're coming.
Wait, what about the
Shelter for 7.
female version of main protagonist?
Right.
Good. I'll give them the message.
We'll begin our search for the other samurai. Any ideas, Nato? Someone we can trust.
What about me?
Oh, that's good, Jody. Mistrustworthy.
Shut up!
So now it's an RPG where we just talk around to the people in town. Yeah, actually, it seems that way. But only specific people, it seems. Holy shit, he doesn't have eyes. What about you? Various pieces of seemingly disconnected information. What about you? You look like a main character. Oh no, you don't have eyes. It's fine, it's okay. Don't look this way. Alright, you can't. So that's obviously the next place to go.
I'm looking for samurai to guard a village. There's no pay, just food, and a floor to sleep on. What do you say?
Get lost. I'm waiting for someone.
I know who you're waiting for. If I take him out for you, will you consider my offer?
Consider? Sure, why not? There he is. Knock yourself out.
Where's Tatsuya?
Well, that was easy. I'll take it.
Please, it wasn't my idea to come here. They sent me to find Tatsuma. They know he's looking for his sister. Please, I'll tell you everything I know. Just don't kill me. They took his sister to the North Tower in District 10. They're just using her to get to him. It's a trap. Necro's behind it. It was all his idea. I had nothing to do with it. If he finds out I told you this, I'm dead.
Okay, so I guess this is already a stage. Wait, no, it's telling me... Let's see if I can follow him. Or is it just... This is just where I came from, okay. Do I get to save anywhere where I want? Doesn't seem that way. Unless it's kind of shitty, like the option to end the game is the save option. There's actually a point to the guard mechanic, because if you guard perfectly, then you don't actually need to wait for your super meter to fill up. And you just can keep using it.
So, how about my offer?
Fighting for some village? I don't think so, Nato.
You take a lot of convincing, don't you? You heard what the guy said about your sister.
My sister is my business.
I could make her my business too. Help you break her out. Sounds like you could use some backup. And you don't want to go up against Necrol alone. Anyway, I know the North Tower. I can get you inside. And afterward, you can join my team.
You know what I think? I think you're one of them. Necrol sent you here to set me up.
He's not with Necro. Nato's with us. He respects your skill. That's why he came looking for you.
Yeah? Is that right, Nato?
They can offer you little, and the danger is great. But we sincerely hope you will join us.
I accept your invitation, but I have something to do first.
Great. I know where he's going.
Did she ever say anything? Oh, so I guess this is the factory where they produce these godforsaken robots. Oh, just... Oh, they're just not gonna stop, are they? I think I'm starting to find out why nobody ever talks about this game. Why does this game slow down into oblivion when there is a freaking wolf on the screen? Oh, it's a whole party. Yeah, figure that part out. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty short. I'll give you that. That looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. Okay, now the boss arena. Jeez, could you stop? This is being annoying. One thing I have noticed is that it doesn't seem like enemies that are off the screen can launch an attack on you, which is a nice piece of design. I mean, it's basic 3D beat 'em up thing, but you know, still sometimes you find the games that ignore that. Yes, it does seem like that, but at the same time, I will take a broken usable parry than a broken useless parry. The parry is pretty nice, but they do have a limitation to it. You can't keep guarding. You can't keep guarding over and over. There's like a meter to it, the blue meter underneath your health. You mean like the aggression or something, the aggro reaction?
You're the dead man, Necro, unless you're very cooperative. Now cut him down.
Well, I'll cut him down after I do to him what I did to
Okay. That's it.
One less humanoid to worry about.
I should have avenged her. It was my sister.
Sorry, but
She was my only family. They went after her because of me.
I know how you feel. You just gotta hang in there.
I'm going to get revenge, Nato.
Now you're talking. We'll fight the humanoids together.
I'm going to wipe out 1,000 of them.
Like, the lag is stupid. It's like any enemy. It seems that it's just lack of optimization, because it's specific enemy types that just cause lag spikes to no end. Specifically the wolves. It's like they put too many polygons on them for some reason.
What the?
Like, I wouldn't call this game good by any means so far.
How many times do you have to kill these creeps before they actually die?
Good question.
But it's kind of fun.
I don't care if we have to kill them 10 times each.
Like,
We'll do it.
Swords of Destiny kind of fun. But it does definitely have a little bit more production value than Swords of Destiny. Though the gameplay is not nowhere near as inspired.
Are you with us?
Yes. I have no more business in this city.
We need to recruit 4 more samurai before we leave. I hear there's one in the red light district, working as a bouncer.
Alright, let's find him.
Red Light District, okay. At the very least, lag in this era of video games didn't actually mean there wasn't anything consistent about Swords of Destiny.
Careful, Hinata. Your red hair makes you stand out.
So, this is the adult section of town, huh?
Don't get any ideas.
How are we supposed to find this bouncer guy anyway? I mean, this place is nothing but bouncers, hookers, and thugs.
We'll break up and search separately. We're looking for a large man named Roji.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they had an actual red light district the way that the red light district is, and they didn't try to like cover it up. This delicious lag. Look at this. Look at this. But yeah, when I was saying about the lag in games from this generation, at the very least, the frame pacing is still consistent. Like, even if the game slows down, you still get 30 frames in a way. These people actually have faces. That's a new. Doesn't seem like I can do anything with this. So this should be Chinatown. Oh, I just have it very low.
Now get him out of here. Tell Carrick to keep his goons out of my bar.
You'll be sorry.
Oh, well, come on in. New customers are always welcome.
Right.
They actually bothered to like make a background outside of that. Great.
That was easy.
I want to get a chicken. And you just have the all this meat just standing here. I mean, it is in the freezer, but you know, people could get in and steal it. Okay, this doesn't seem to be accessible right now. This looks like a fighting arena. There is no NPCs. Yep.
That was easy.
Can go over there.
Hey, did someone say table dance? I'll show you a table dance. Thank you. I meant to do that.
Hey, buddy. Nice dance.
Chicks love that kind of thing, you know. Would you believe I used to be a professional dancer?
Sure, why not?
Ah, you're jerking my chain. I couldn't dance my way out of a paper bag. No, I don't have the feeling. Looking for something.
Good eye. I'm looking for a guy named Roji.
Oh, I should have noticed. He's Sala's boyfriend and bodyguard. Sala owns this place, and she practically owns Roji. You can find him at the Juggernaut. That's where he usually hangs out.
This sound mixing. So delicious. So delicious. That's where I came from. I think. No. Actually, I'm gonna go back. I think I was a little bit confusing because the arrow was pointing towards me and not towards anything else. It's usually pointing towards another arena. Yeah, the one that's going upwards. Jeez, this map is complicated. The map is complicated and there is a lot of nothing. I mean, the stages themselves actually look really nice, but there is nothing to be found a lot of the times. There's another one of these. There's yet another one of these. Or did I just... Is it the same one that I just passed? No, it can't be. It's on the opposite side of the staircase. No, not the staircase, but the bridge. Also, why are those buttons for the for the elevator so freaking tall? Or are they so pretty high? Yeah, like look. Okay, so that way had a fat load of nothing, and that way had fat load of nothing. So I guess the other way was a way of progress. Maybe that's actually what the arrows indicate. It's like if you're turning this direction, that means you're going backwards or something. Or rather, don't bother. If you see this arrow pointing towards you.
I wonder what he's up to.
Well, there is no indication that I can actually enter this. So, and they put the goodie over there. So,
Someone's been lying to us, Nato. I don't know what to believe anymore.
I'm not going to believe this anyways. I'm not gonna say it to you. And I'm gonna leave you in the dark. Is that a hockey player? Yes, it is. This is frustrating. What was that fight? And he's gone. I freaking love these kinds of arenas. You know, when you can't tell which way you came in or went out because they're perfectly round. I think I was going towards the casino. I think that's what it is. This casino's shit. Okay, I think this is where we're looking for. Okay. These fake brands of beer are hilarious. Bud King in Genius.
That door was locked for a reason, chump.
Where's Roach?
Harris!
I would still like some HP recovery if possible. No, doesn't seem that way.
You must be Roji. Hey, I really hate to interrupt you, okay?
I'm a man! I am the man!
Listen, Kambe sent me. He said you owe him a favor.
Kambe, no. I don't do this samurai stuff anymore. I'm with Sala.
Could you just talk to him?
No, I won't do it.
Come on, Roji.
No!
There is a, I mean,
Roki, they kidnapped Sala. Kirik took her to his hideout. They want some kind of ransom. You've got to help her.
Wow.
Where's Roji?
That's what I've been asking. I finally find him and he takes off. Now, if you tell me where Sala is, maybe I can help her.
No, that's not a good idea. This is personal. I need Roji.
Well, you can find him right through that hole. If you don't tell me where she is, I'll just find her myself. And then when I save her, I'll let her know how uncooperative you were.
I didn't mean to offend you, but this is a personal affair.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
definitely not evil. That guy with like really pale face, definitely not evil. Wait, I should probably talk to some NPCs. No, they don't seem to have updated. Anything cool hidden in here? Nope. I was hoping for some healths, but no dice.
You sure you know where this guy's hideout is?
Sure you can pay me for showing you the way?
Maybe.
That's not very reassuring.
Don't worry about it.
You know, I used to be a samurai. I was bad to the bone.
Yeah, like you were a professional dancer. Nice try.
It could be true. You never know. These boys use a power enhancer called Megadex. Makes them big and strong, not to mention mean. So if they whip out a needle gun, look out.
Got it. See ya.
All right, see ya.
At the very least, there is some sort of a theme when it comes to the enemy types. If you're fighting humans, you don't fight as many as compared to robots.
That was easy.
Nobody dropped none? No. Okay, at the very least there is something here. Not a full heal though. I never seen that movie, so I wouldn't be able to confirm. But hi, this is apparently supposed to be like a futuristic retelling of that same story, but I can't confirm one way or another if this is in any way accurate. Oh no, it's the slowdown werewolves. Come on, just die. Okay, you guys get in here. Just stop Naruto running around me and die. I think I think I can just progress through this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. There is no wall. Okay, just gonna... For the longest time I had it in my head that this was made to coincide with an anime that follows the film as well, since... What it could be is that they may have had some ideas for it. And like... the game was in the making for about as long as the movie, and it's just like some stuff got changed in the making, like there is this PlayStation adventure game called Blazing Dragons, and that is based off of a cartoon, although the game was in the making basically ever since the cartoon was announced. And so... Stop it. Basically, the cartoon was in the making ever since... the game was in the making ever since the cartoon was in the making. And so the game ends up using an alternative design for the characters, because the game got finished in like no time because it was the 90s. I do not feel like dealing with any of you right now if I don't have to. It seems I have to. And what I mean by differences in design, in Blazing Dragons, the cartoon, the dragons just look like the most regular dragons. However, in the game, they were the designs were altered in a... Well, no. The designs are a little bit more unique in that the dragons have 6 legs. As in front, like front 2 arms, and then they have 4. They stand on 4 legs, sort of like centaur style. So you know, it's kind of a big deal. You know, the amount of limbs. Oh no, my health's disappeared. Yeah, the cartoon nobody really remembers, but the game, oddly enough, is actually pretty fondly remembered. It's short, but it's pretty fun, and for an adventure adventure game from the 90s, it's pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy to complete without even like looking up guides or stuff like that, which in my opinion is for the best. Because man, oh man, is like getting stuck in a point-and-click adventure game from the 90s, one of the most annoying fucking things ever. I don't think anybody ever enjoyed those moments where it's just like, well, what the fuck do I do now? And then you never beat the game. Or just have to look up a guide and just like look up the solution. And then once you've looked up the solution once, then you're not gonna bother anymore because you'll find out how stupid the actual solution was, and you'll be like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I wasted enough time already as it is. Yeah, like, and that's why I think that Blazing Dragon is actually really good, because at no point when I was playing that game did I ever feel like I needed to use it, because there was actual logic and there were hints, and like you could gather everything and figure it out. The game wasn't very long, mind you. I think like you can beat it in like 2 hours, 3 hours tops if you take your time. But yeah, it's just fun. And also, they got really good voice actors from Monty Python, and no hidden thingies behind the thing. Okay, I see how it is. They got the voice actors from Monty Python, and just like in general, script is hilarious. Totally recommend checking it out. Got
Looking good, Sala. I like the bondage thing.
Who are you?
New customer. Don't you remember? I hate to see a delicate girl like you in distress. So if I help you, maybe you'll help me with Rosie.
Found a friend, eh, Sala? Well, now your friend is dead meat.
Looks like we just found the weakest link, eh, Sala?
All right. We'll see what a weak link I am after a shot of this. What's happening?
I mean, I don't know. You bought the thing. Okay, he turned into a Triceratops.
What's that? A shot of nasty juice?
It's not supposed to work like that. Someone altered the formula.
Oh, damn. I can't seem to... It didn't have a health bar. That was concerning.
You wouldn't want to cut me loose now, would you?
What traitor was he talking about?
I don't know, but Roji will.
I wouldn't go any closer if I were you.
Why?
That's why.
Great, so you just happen to be here when the place blows.
I was looking for Roji to help you.
Sola! 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 Oh,
Who did this to my casino?
I saw Roji running out the back. He's behind it. You think Kira kidnapped you on his own? Who do you think gave him that needle gun? Roji planned the whole thing.
I don't believe it.
Roji never cared about you. He was playing you from the beginning. Now you better go somewhere safe. Trust me.
Yeah, that sounds believable. When can I save? I would love to be able to save. I haven't been able to save in like a long time. I thought maybe I could cut through. Let's see. There seems to be nothing that direction. Yep, exactly nothing. I believe this is where I need to be. This is also the place where they had seals on the doors. Was it on the opposite side? It was on the opposite side, I think. Or no, it was in the corner. Nope. Let's see, what does the arrow say? The arrows say nothing. Am I just going the completely wrong direction? Yeah, like I haven't seen any arrows in a long while. Ooh, let's try with you. Oh, we got something. Okay, at the very least I know how to get there very quickly. Actually, let's see, because she jumped down here. Yeah, this is the way. This is hilarious. Okay, please have me healed. No! Damn. I may die. Okay, so what was the point of that? There's two ways that I can go from here. I don't know which one makes more sense. I don't get any more arrows, which I'm sorely disappointed in. But I think the way that makes more sense is upwards, because I haven't really been there much. Yeah, this is the lift service again. Yeah, the evil seal is still being here and evil. Did it change the time of day? I don't think I've been here before. Yeah, I definitely haven't been here yet. Okay, it may have... This may be a problem. I'm gonna be dead. Okay, so how bad is this? How harsh is the continue? Let's find out. Okay, they bring me back over here. I don't know how much health I have. I could actually check in the pause menu. Okay. Not gonna complain. They heal you to full. They bring you back to the start of the last location. Honestly, I should have probably gotten rid of the face first. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for dropping by. I haven't really streamed anything in a long while. I've been busy with stuff. And this I just picked up on random. This is this definitely is a PS2 game. It definitely is a PS2 game. It definitely has slowdown. And it also has a very stupid boss just up ahead. I don't even know if you have to beat these, but let's try again. I mean, last time I barely had any HP left. What the hell was that? I didn't see that last time. I guess those are undodgeable. But he also cannot be interrupted, it seems. Yeah, I know what you mean. Bring back to main menu. Oh, you haven't saved? That's a shame. I'm still confused about how to save though, because I haven't seen the option to do that. And the closest thing I can find is end the game. But you know how it is. Sometimes just end the game and it doesn't even give you a warning. And okay, so this is how you get to the entrance. And what about you? Well, I only really unlocked the way backwards from the I really unlocked the only unlocked the way backwards. But yeah, good to know that the checkpoint system seems to only really bring you one room back, which with how much HP enemies generally take, that seems perfectly reasonable. Oh, what's that? I don't know what I did. But like, there used to be these arrows which would tell me exactly where I needed to go. And they seem to have been disabled in some way. I know that they've... like, I've played some games where R3 or L3 were annoyingly like enable, disable for certain markers. Like it will constantly disable the HP bars of enemies. It was Drakengard, and accidentally pressing L3 would do that. Who? Ah. Are you all stashed in those rooms? No. Okay, it seems that they're not. Okay, room full of nothing. Good. Yes. Although for a PS2 game, it actually has a reasonably high resolution, not the typically squished one or 480, 240p pretending to be 480i. Oopsies. Could you, like, stop? I'm sorry, but, like, I'm trying to... Okay, that's just mean. Okay, let's try this again. Oh. Okay, we're knocking down some points for this. You're making me rewatch cutscenes and you don't give me an option to skip them. Or a fast forward or anything, really. That's unnecessary. I don't really think it was loading because this entire location was already loaded. No, actually, no, you're right. This location wasn't loaded. It was a different map. Okay, let's try this again. I have a better health now, and I also know that she's going to be a pain. Damn, she gives like no warning. And also she hits you when you're down. At the very least, so long as you know how to counter an enemy attack, you can actually interrupt most of them, which is a pretty neat thing. A lot of counter mechanics in games from this era were honestly garbage. It was the kind of stuff that nobody in their right mind would ever use because it required to have a sixth sense for when an enemy was going to do a thing. What was the point of this? What was the point of this excursion? Was this like an optional boss that I just found? No, this is a room full of nothing. Just as before. But also in games like these, if you're going to give me full HP upon a continue, why not just recover HP after combat? It seems a little bit pointless to, you know, waste your time like that. It's like in a game like this, I'll just periodically die on purpose just to get HP recovery if there is no other way to do it. It's like, for example, if I know I'm in a dungeon and my HP is almost down, almost all the way down, I'm just gonna stand there and let them kill me, so I can respawn right there and then, and with full HP, and not waste my time the next time over until somebody kills me. Yeah, I am horribly lost. What is that? Because I came from over there. And this seems to be like a location that we can enter. Again, like where did the arrows go? It's like they dropped the mechanic for it. Let me just take a look at the settings. Maybe I pressed some button. No. I have more than... Where did I get these? Oh, these are actually from the bosses, I think.
So what do you think, Sala? Is it Roji?
No. Roji's no saint, but he doesn't go against his friends. And he happens to be crazy about me.
Did he ever tell you that?
He doesn't really say it, But it's true. At least I think it is. I don't know.
Solo! Solo!
Oh, it's you. Well,
He's gunning for you, Sala. With all due respect, you've got to kill Roji before he kills you.
no.
You've always been strong, Sala. That's how you got where you are. You know what you have to do. Send a hitman to take him out.
Hey, where are you going? Nato.
I'm going to eliminate Roji. That's what you want, isn't it?
Totally not evil. Of course not. How could he be? Well, that was easy.
She'd never believe that. Now watch your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
Well, now that I finally got your attention, let's see what you got, big guy.
I gotta tell her the truth, don't I?
Well, that'd be a good start. She doesn't even know you're a samurai, does she?
No, I never told her.
And what else?
I don't get mushy with her, if that's what you mean. But, well, I guess that's why she didn't trust me.
Bingo.
All right. Sala! I'll tell you everything! I'd never betray you! Never!
Roji? I knew you wouldn't do anything to hurt me.
Tay, you maggot.
Did you really think I'd let you and Sala keep the profits? Now they'll be 100% mine.
No, no, another Triceratops. Whoops, I was too greedy. That's it. Okay. And they're gonna make me watch the entire cutscene again, right? Ah, no. I can skip cutscenes. Cutscenes. There is like a very tight... excuse me. Excuse me, dodge button, wake up. Camera, could you please? It seems that some of the attacks are unparryable, and there is like a weird samurai dodge. It's like you can... Ooh. Apparently in Final Fantasy X it has something to do with how they like program the event progression. It's an oddity. Basically, if the cutscene isn't watched, you haven't progressed in the game, and they didn't think to program it so you could just skip them. even though event skips have already been a thing on the PS1, so you know.
She's a killing machine now, Roji, and she'll follow my orders. Slay him!
Yeah, but the dodging, that's the part about it. You have to be at a very specific angle in order for the dodge to function the way that you want it to. Because otherwise the sidestep is very, very short. It is still very useful, but...
Sala's gone, Roji. There's nothing left of her. We've got to destroy this thing. I'll do it.
No. Let it be by my hand. Come on, Sala. This will be our last dance.
There was one game that I played which allowed you to skip cutscenes. It's something that I played some time ago. I can't remember exactly, but I was very surprised when I was able to just press the start button and the entire in-engine cutscene just went by.
These hands have fought so many battles.
My mittened hands.
Sala.
You were a great samurai once, but you threw that life away. Why?
A girl like her wouldn't have anything to do with the samurai. And I just couldn't live without her.
And so, you lost the best part of yourself, Roji. Your spirit. You've got to get it back. Join me.
I can't do it. I made a mess of everything.
No, you haven't. You fought another kind of battle. That's all.
You really want me on your team? Even now?
Yes. We'll fight side by side, just like we used to.
Thanks, Gharbage.
Jesus Christ, this one stage took an hour and 15 minutes. Only this much? Okay, I'll save it here. I think that the game that allowed me to skip, it wasn't, I'm not sure if it was an RPG. I think it may have been some kind of a platformer or something. It may have been Tail Concerto, aka the biggest furry bait on the PlayStation 1. Yeah, weak point coverage. It's like the game will give you extra points in areas where you sucked. Yes, sort of like that, but at the very least it doesn't seem to be like Final Fantasy 2 where in order to where it would also take away stats from your pull. It just gives you increases. Although, yeah, I've never been a fan of. Well, it depends how it works. Because Hybrid Heaven, for example, had an excellent system for that, where using attacks with right arm would increase the power, would increase your attack power of right arm, and also taking damage in your right arm would increase the defensive power of specifically that right arm. And yeah, you could just arrange it. Yes, in Final Fantasy 2, the best way is to just beat the living shit out of your friends, because eventually monsters become too weak to withstand your attacks. And also you want to level up your healing abilities, and the easiest way to do it is to just keep attacking each other and then replenish your HP, but also watch out to not kill somebody, because if that person is killed, then they will not get any stat increases in their defense for surviving because they didn't survive. It's stupid. I have watched a playthrough of Final Fantasy 2. It is a glorious mess. It's hilarious. In the NES version, there is a bug which is very helpful in a hilarious way. If you basically you can level up your skills by being indecisive. You have 3 main characters and then a 4th one which is always rotating because the game is like that. They just join you a 4th character every once in a while, and what it is you the NES version specifically, it already counts points towards you having used a skill, but it's only for skill usage, by the way. It already counts you having used the skill by the moment that you have selected it. However, if you go backwards, so like, hit B, 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 whatever, and then you can select it again, and it will also give you another point into that specific stat. It's essentially, it allows you to maximize your fireball skill, for example, within the first battle. Because you can just keep selecting it. I'm not sure if it also works for other things like your physical attack mastery, but there is no reason why it wouldn't, because it's Final Fantasy on the NES. Essentially, there's very few exceptions to how something works. Final Fantasy 1 in particular on the NES is a glorious, it's like an ecosystem of glitches and bugs, where like some more vicious glitches will prevent the less harmful bugs from functioning. It's like there is one particular one. They have a weakness system, except that they don't. They tell you that they do, but it doesn't function. So you have weapons that will be like, does more damage to wolves, deals fire damage, and stuff like that. Or like, is effective against monsters that are weak to fire. Stuff like that. And all of this stuff, it does not function because they didn't program it correctly. But also, it prevents a bigger bug from not functioning, because the way that they did program it to function would also, like if you had a weapon that dealt fire damage, it would also make you weak to fire. The character that was using the weapon that was fire elemental. But because the element weakness system, or the weapon property system, does not function, also the property of like making you weak to certain elements just by wearing a sword also doesn't work. It's funny. And in Final Fantasy 2, this is the biggest middle finger in any game that I have ever seen. That's where they introduced Ultima, the Ultima spell, where what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to give you a boost in power depending on your mastery in various. It's supposed to give you a boost in power depending on the mastery of your magical skills. Now, guess what it doesn't do? It doesn't do that exact thing. And the whole thing about Ultima is that they build it up in the story as the most powerful spell ever created. This is just going to destroy the final boss. Barely does any damage. It's like the most. And it cannot, like, leveling it up, it doesn't do anything. It's just. And the best part is, the director of the game, or the producer, I don't remember, but the guy who is responsible for that game being a sadistic role-playing game, he knew about the bug before the game was released. Like, the testers went up to him and were like, yeah, the Ultima doesn't work. It doesn't have the property which would actually increase its damage. And what he said was, well, life is full of disappointments, and Ultima is just one of them. And he decided to not fix it. Yeah, the people have actually done a lot of good work with actually fixing a lot of these errors with patches and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, every Final Fantasy game on the NES and SNES has been remade and re-released 7 million times on every generation of consoles. It's honestly a little bit annoying because every single version is like, it's annoying how much effort they put into each and every iteration, because it's really hard to just decide which version is actually decisive. There is no other RPG franchise that I can think of where every single game would have multiple remakes across the ages, and each remake would actually be significantly different in terms of both the plot, the story and the writing and the visuals and the balancing. It's like, on one hand, good on them, but on the other hand, it's a little bit annoying to categorize everything, or be able to say that oh yeah, I've played Final Fantasy 1, but which Final Fantasy 1? Was it the NES version? Was it the PlayStation 1 version, which is the Game Boy Advance version? Was it any of the later ports? Was it the one on the PSP? Was it I don't know, the one on the iOS? Who the hell knows anymore? Well, yeah, that is absolutely true. At the very least, when it comes to East, you have one. You have the first one, which was re-released on several consoles, if I recall correctly. Well, first and second one, because they're essentially the same one game. But ever since they made the PC re-release in 2000 whatever, they pretty much ported that over and over, and it's just whatever is the last version of that is going to be the best one, and the visuals are all carried over. I just upscaled the resolution from the, I don't know which came out first, the PSP version of that or the PC version, but I do know that No, the PC version definitely came first. Then it got ported to the PS2, and then later on, what was the first Western release of that remake? It went on the PSP, and that's the version I played. It was actually really good. I hated the final boss. I never beat it. No, actually, not the final boss. It's the penultimate boss that defeated me. The two floating heads, freaking hitboxes, just couldn't get a hold of them, and I just kept dying within a matter of seconds. I did, however, recently play E7. That one's really fun and easy to get into. A little bit too, like, a little bit on the broken side, but in the broken fun way, as in like press button to destruction. Every single move is I win attack. There's something cathartic about playing something like that, especially compared to East 1, where yeah, you just need to run around in circles and bump into things until you can over bump your enemies. E6, which one was that? Is it the Ark of Napish? That one? Yeah, basically, I kind of hate that because it's not even that you're gonna be dealing ones of damage. You're gonna be dealing zeros of damage if you're one level below what they decided. Yeah. And like if you're actually that's also the thing. You don't even need to be avoiding encounters in order to become under-leveled. If you are not grinding, you will become under-leveled, and you may end up not being able to deal damage to bosses, which is honestly kind of bullshit. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like at that point you're not doing damage really anyway. But yeah, I'll be off. It's like 3 in the morning over here. Okay, I'll probably get back to this. This game is stupid, but it's kind of entertaining. So thank you very much for hanging out, and bye bye.